When we think of ancient Egypt, we imagine pyramids, pharaohs, an endless desert under a burning sun. But behind these familiar images lies a darker layer of history, carved in shadows rather than sunlight. This is a world of hidden cults, forbidden rituals, and secret gods that once shaped an empire's soul. Tonight, we step into those shadows and enter the secret chambers where lost cults once breathed. Buried beneath the sands of the Nile Valley are stories of cults that guarded forbidden knowledge. These were not ordinary worshippers. They were initiates walking the thin line between mortal and divine. Section 1. The Mystery. Cults of Isis. Among these mystery cults, none became more powerful or beloved than the cult of the goddess Isis. Her followers weren't just praying for favor. They were seeking personal salvation and a blessed afterlife. Their journey began with separation from the world. Days of fasting, purity, and silent preparation. Inside secret chambers, every scroll, every bowl of water, every symbol served a sacred purpose. Priests of Isis purified the candidates with water, washing away the stains of their old life. Then came the descent, down into the darkest, deepest part of the temple, far from any human eye. In that darkness, they faced a symbolic death, a journey through the underworld of the Egyptian imagination. Through the myth of Osiris, Lord of Rebirth, they hoped to share in his victory over death. At the climax, the initiate emerged into blinding light, a staged vision of death and glorious rebirth. Kneeling before Isis, they pledged their soul to her protection in this life and the next. The mysteries of Isis offered something rare in the ancient world, a personal, emotional path to divine salvation. Section 2. The Apis Bull Cult. But not every god of Egypt was distant or invisible. Some, like the Apis bull, walked the earth in flesh. Priests searched herds across Egypt for a calf, marked by specific, sacred signs of divinity. When the chosen Apis was found, its arrival in Memphis was celebrated like the coronation of a living god. In Memphis, Apis lived like royalty, fed the finest foods, served by priests, and adored by worshippers. Every movement of the bull could be read as an omen, its behavior seen as the voice of the gods. When Apis died, Egypt mourned as if a pharaoh himself had fallen. Its body was mummified and taken to a vast underground necropolis known as the Serapis. There, colossal sarcophagi, some weighing over 70 tons, held the remains of these god bulls. Today, walking through the Serapis feels like walking through a silent graveyard of living gods. Section 3. The Cult of Amun. Not all powerful cults hid underground. Some, like the cult of Amun, ruled from the very heart of Egypt. Amun rose from a local Theban god to Amun-Ra, king of the gods and master of empire-wide devotion. Pharaohs poured treasure into Karnak, turning Amun's temple into an economic powerhouse, a state within a state. The temple owned land, labor, and resources. Its priests controlled wealth, rivaling that of the pharaoh himself. Through oracles, Amun's priests claimed to speak for the god, approving wars, rulers, and policies. Their influence became so great that they could legitimize a king, or quietly undermine him from the temple. Eventually, this shadow empire grew so powerful that one pharaoh, Akhenaten, tried to erase Amun entirely. He closed temples, defaced images, and built a new city for his one god, the Aten. His revolution failed, but it proved just how dangerous and powerful the cult of Amun had become. Amun's cult shows how religion in Egypt was never just spiritual. It was deeply, dangerously political. Section 4. The Cult of Serapis. When Greek rulers took over Egypt, they faced a challenge. Two cultures, two religions, one kingdom to unite. Their solution was bold: create a new god, one engineered to appeal to both Greeks and Egyptians. They called him Serapis, a hybrid deity blending Osiris, Apis, and Greek underworld gods into one. Serapis looked Greek, but carried Egyptian power, a perfect religious bridge between two worlds. His main temple, the Serapeum of Alexandria, became a shining center of worship and learning. Inside, rituals blended Greek style with Egyptian symbolism, an elegant fusion of two spiritual worlds. Serapis spread across the Mediterranean, proving that even gods could be used as tools of politics and unity. In Serapis, we see a god not born from revelation, but from strategy, negotiation, and empire building. These lost cults reveal an Egypt far stranger and richer than anything behind museum glass, a world still waiting to be uncovered. And beyond these lost cults, countless forgotten gods still sleep beneath the sands, each guarding stories stranger than the last. If you want to explore these hidden worlds with me, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next discovery.